it's your girl Crystal, and you're tuned into Notarized, where I give my official stamp on all things black culture. From top 10s to debates to hot topics and so much more, tune in every week to get your dose of black culture. Hey you guys, it's Crystal, and you're tuned into Notarized. Today's episode is going to be amazing. If you cannot already guess from my instrumental, yes, I am talking about the queens, well at least two teen queens from the 90s. No other than Monica and Brandy. Yes, they are two of my favorite artists from the 90s, especially teen artists. Of course, you all know, if you don't know by now, this is episode 10. First of all, let's get a hand clap for that. Episode 10! Hey! Yay! I'm so proud of myself. This hobby has really helped me cope with a lot of things. So I'm just so proud that my podcast, I'm able to voice my opinions on the music, black culture. I just love it so much. So, I'm going to turn my instrumental down. But yes, this segment today is called It's a Battle, Queen R&B Teen. Brandy versus Monica. Now I'm going to do a couple more of these because of course you know they weren't the only teens R&B artists. We have Maya, we have Aaliyah, we have Usher. We have so many different artists we can put against each other. But of course you know Brandy and Monica was the most famous people to put against each other from the 90s as far as their alleged feud that they had back in the 90s, which they both said it was just something based off the labels they wanted to push. Something similar to like Bow Wow and Little Romeo. But as you know, in May 19th to be exact, will mark 20 years since The Boy Is Mine was dropped. Yes, 20 years, 1998. My little sister was born in 98. So, being said, I'm 6 years older than her. So, I was 6 years old when Boy Is Mine came out and when Monica and Brandy was big. So, I really don't have much memory of being huge fans. I know I love their songs from the radio, but I was in kindergarten. So, my love for Brandy and Monica really didn't start until like middle school, high school when I was able to go back and listen to their music. But if you didn't know, The Boy Is Mine was inspired by the 1982 Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney duet, The Girl Is Mine. If you do not know that song, you need to go check it out. I love that song. And it became the best-selling song of 1998 in the U.S., selling 2.6 million copies. Yes, 2.6 million copies. It was the first number one pop hit for both ladies. Also, their first and only Grammy came from this song, The Boy Is Mine. It spent 13 weeks at the top of the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, and it was just great. Brandy and Monica was doing their thing in 98. Brandy was 19, Monica was 18, and so shortly after the song dropped, or right around the song dropping, that's when the alleged feud began. And unfortunately, it kind of went up until about 2012, 2011 when they both addressed it and they did their song together. They went on tour together, but you know, they still a little shady. They both still be throwing shade towards each other, like on Instagram and social media and stuff. But nevertheless, we love Brandy and Monica from the 90s, and this episode is all about them. So go ahead, get your nostalgic glasses on, and join me on this memory train to the 90s, from 94 all the way to like 98, when Brandy and Monica was really hot. And you already heard the instrumental Boy Is Mine, but I'm gonna go ahead and do you a favor and play the full song. So here is The Boy Is Mine by Monica and Brandy. Check it out.
The boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine,
The boy is mine, the boy is mine.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Sure, you know, you look kind of familiar. Yeah, you do too. But I just wanted to know, do you know somebody named, you know his name, Oh yeah, definitely. I know his name. But I just want to let you know that he's mine. No, he's mine.
Yes, that was The Boy Is Mine with Monica and Brandy. Like I said, I love that video. It is one of my favorite songs to sing. Like, I will sing it to myself. Like, I'm Brandy and Monica at the same time. But one of my good friends, Issa, she says she'll be my Monica. So we got to go do karaoke one night so we can really do this thing. Because I'm trying to tell you, I love that song. So, like I said, that was Boy Is Mine. If you remember the video, Mekhi Phifer was in it. He was a boy they were fighting over. It's a cute video. But I want to go ahead and get into this debate. Yes, I'm probably debating with myself, but it's fine. That's what you do with the podcast. So, My instrumental right now is, if you don't know, Monica, Before You Walk Out My Life. Yeah, I guess I can't sing. You know I can't. Just follow along with me. Hey. Alright. So, both ladies had phenomenal albums dropped in the 90s. Both of their debuts actually dropped very close to each other. Brandy's dropped in 94, self-titled Brandy, and then Monica's dropped in 95, Miss Thing. Now, if I had to pick the better debut album, I'm definitely going with Brandy's Brandy. Let me tell you why. I personally feel like she had better songs on her album. Don't get me wrong, Miss Thing was really good too. And I'm an album person, so I listen to songs from start to finish. And actually, one of my favorite hidden gems off the Brandy album is a song called I'm Yours. Very beautiful song. If you don't know it, I would really suggest you go check it out. But my favorite song off of Monica's album, Miss Thing, is of course Why I Love You. That song is just beautiful on its own. I wanted it on my wedding CD, but my stepdad told me that it was too bubblegum pop, so I couldn't put it on there. But Monica's voice was just so mature at this age. Remind you, she was only 14 years old when this CD came out. I think that's why I consider it so great. Brandy was 15. If I have to go into the sophomore albums, so we have Never Say Never by Brandy, which came out in 98. Let me tell you. June 9th, 1998. And then Monica's sophomore album, The Boy Is Mine, came out July 14th, 1998. They were neck and neck, you guys. Neck and neck. So you can tell just by those dates. And a lot of my listeners who's probably listening is around my age. So we were young. So we didn't really, know the impact that Brandy and Monica was doing at that time. But just two young African-American women, ladies in R&B. This competition was so healthy for the culture, and I'm just so here for it. But sophomore album-wise, I have to go with Never Say Never. So Brandy gets 2 points from me already, and I'm not being biased. You guys know I love Brandy. Y'all know I love Moesha, but I promise you I'm not being biased. I went and I looked at the track listings for each album, and I simply picked which album had better songs, and Never Say Never is a classic, but Monica's Boy Is Mine album is also very good. She had a lot of great songs in there. One of the hidden gems on that CD that I would suggest that you listen to is a duet with my group 112 called Right Here Waiting For You. Angel Amon was on there. Also the Space Jam song For You I Will was also on that album. So Monica, it was tough, but Never Say Never had a lot of great songs on there. So I have to go with Brandy for the better albums in the 90s. And I'm not going past the 90s, but I will put my little 2 cents in right now. Who do I feel is a better artist today as far as album-wise go from 2000s and up? Definitely Monica. But this is a 90s debate. So Brandy was the better artist in the 90s, in my opinion. And I'm going to go ahead and get into our next song. And it's actually going to come all the way from Monica herself off of her Miss Thing album. And it's called Baby You Know How Much I Love You. Why I Love You by Monica. Check it. I know I screwed it up, but check it out.